angle this. I'm trying a different camera angle and shit.
Oh yeah. What's inspiring that change?
So I can hit this look.
Oh, fuck. You always got some shit with you, man. You always got some shit with you. Yo, you wild.
But on some real shit, my nigga. Doing this next month, September, we got to link up on an off day or some shit. Cause you in the state and I still ain't seen my motherfucking brother. I feel like you still in Georgia and shit. So I got to link up with you sometime in September, bro.
I got you on that link up and the week of Thanksgiving, me, my dukes, and little man coming up there.
Already, y'all come to the house and shit. I think we're gonna do shit at our house this year.
I already got you, my boy.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm gonna need some kids for them to play with. You know that
Oh
all
shit, that's
that
all they want to do.
yeah, that
They have
only
actually been
adult
waiting
shit,
for him to get
ain't it?
here.
I told him that he met
They've
Vay
been.
already, and I mean, oh my bad.
Uh huh.
And then
You met
yeah,
both
I
of them.
told him, yeah, and I told him
He
they be
held
asking
Gavin.
about him and talking about him and stuff. I be like, man, you gonna have fun. They know you.
Yeah, yeah, he held Gavin boy when he was a baby.
Exactly. That part. What's good, Larry? Long time. Peace, Queen. But yeah, man.
Going
Yeah,
on
so
with.
it's gonna be a good time, my boy. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good time, champ.
Oh yeah,
But
get that family shit together.
yeah, man. But shit, man. With two or more join, man. Shout out to Pat first of all, man. He's working tonight. The day change didn't work for him. You know what I mean? You can't make your career say, hey, yeah, we're gonna just switch it over just because you're podding. So shout out to him making that bread. He'll be back next week as we be back on our normal day next week. But shout out to everybody joining us, man. And without further ado, what up, guys? Welcome to the Podnas. Show with three
Where's
friends
that?
separated by distance, connected by brotherhood, having weekly conversation that you can join in on. As always, I'm 130, your boy, your partners, your boy Tiz. And I'm along with
1/3 of your boy. 1/3 of your boy. Where's the other 2/3? You left the other 2/3 at work.
Hey man, you don't understand. All right. So the past 4 days, I've gotten 8 hours of sleep. Yeah. So go ahead, let them know who you are, and then I'll tell you about that.
God damn. Well, goddamn, I'm facing the place, running this race of life with a big ass can of bear mace ready to spray a motherfucker get in my face. But hey, on to the next thing. What's going on with that work life?
All right, so Wednesday night I closed, so I left work at like 11 something 11. By the time you get to the crib, it's almost 11:30, and then you gotta unwind. Actually decompress from the day, get out your work clothes,
Mm-hmm.
get in your pajamas, get showered up, get the day off you, if you will. So, but that night
Mm-hmm.
I had
Shit.
to go. I'm getting on a plane that same night at 4 in the morning. So
Mm.
I do everything I need to do, get packed up, all that good stuff. Sleep for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Jump up, drive to the airport, get on the plane, get to GA. Get to GA, supposed to have a rental car, but then they don't take the type of credit card I have. So then it's a discrepancy at the counter. So then I'm dealing with that for like a good hour. Then finally leave the airport, get to my son crib. By the time I get there, I got time to pretty much like get unpacked, shower, go pick him up from school. Go pick him up from school, take him to the movies, leave the movies, come back. Got to get him straight for the night. He still got to go to school on the next day. So I got to get him, showered up, get them fed, get them ready for the next day, all that good stuff. So we do that night. Can't sleep because now I done been up so long. Like you know how you pass that little threshold. So now I can't really sleep. So I'm sleeping in like
Oh yeah.
10-minute chunks and then up for like another 2-3 hours. Then I sleep for 10 minutes, up for another 2-3 hours. So I probably got about a good 40 minutes of sleep that night. Next morning, wake up or get up, I should say. I don't know how you say it when you're in the bed all night, but you ain't really sleep. So you just kind of get out the bed.
You were
go
you
go
were
get him
wrong.
ready. Right. Go get him ready for school. Take him to school. Come back. Uh Again, now I'm still not sleepy, so I'm just up. So I'm working out. I'm doing all kinds of shit trying to get like sleepy. Fuck around. Go to sleep for like a good like it's like 30 minutes left before I gotta get ready to go, like start getting ready to go get him. Finally doze off. 30 minutes later, wake right back up. Go get him, come back, get him done from the day, get his chores done, get his little, academic after school shit done, and then get him ready because we go to the football game. So we at the football game. A football game like 4 hours,
Mm-hmm.
not including the hour it take to get there and the hour it take to get back to his crib. So we had the football game for 4 hours. He turned up to the max, eating all the cookies and candies and cakes. Cause you know how when you go to the little, so at Falcon Stadium, I don't know if it's at every football stadium, but at Falcon Stadium, if you get tickets in a certain section on the 50-yard line, you can go down to this little club and they got free food and snacks and drinks and all that shit. Like you just go down there and just pig out and you can watch the game from like right on the field level if you want to from the little balcony thing. So take him down there. This dude don't care about nothing about the game. He don't care about the good seats. He don't care about football no more. He just they got cakes. So they got the little
Mm-hmm.
nothing blunt cakes. And he's sitting there just racking these joints up. And they give you it like if there's no limit. So you just can just say, can I have one more? Can I have one more? I'm the wrong person to tell that to. Man, that boy
Right.
smacked every cake, ate all the ice creams. I ain't
It's
gonna
kind of
lie, I
hard,
got my
man.
fat boy on too though, because I was fucking them tacos and chicken fingers up. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so
No,
get
that's
from the
bad.
game. No, so but you get from the game, right? So then I got to get him. He don't want to go to sleep. It's the weekend. He want to have a little mini, sleepover type vibe. Let's watch some movies and hang out. But he go to sleep on the ride home. Go to sleep when he get there. But now I'm up all night just staring at him. Got to get on the plane. Now, mind you, my ride to the airport coming at 4 a.m. I know I'm supposed to be asleep, but you soaking up them last few minutes. So I'm sitting there just staring at him, rubbing his head, kissing him, hoping he wake back up so I can get a few minutes. But he's done. The sugar rush
Knocked out.
crash has happened, and it's a wrap. So I'm up all night doing that. Then I get on the plane, drive to the airport, get on the plane. Get on the plane, come back. Soon as I get back, a touchdown back in VA, get my car at the parking lot, go straight to the crib, change clothes, and then go straight to work and close again.
Mm-hmm.
So you talk about like just going, and then like went to sleep finally last night for like a good 4 hours, 5 hours, but then went to work today and now I'm still up right now. We rolling.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Lord.
Larry. Yeah,
Yes,
Larry. This
Lord.
this this life is stupid, man. But it's what you do when you know what I'm saying. Like I'm out of state from my little man now, so you gotta make that shit count. So whatever you gotta do. But Jesus Christ,
Mm-hmm.
it was worth it. It was worth it. But I'm dying. Like y'all know when y'all get to that time where you're not sleepy, but your eyes burning. Like you supposed to be sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I,
nigga. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sleepy, but I ain't sleep.
Oh yeah, nigga. Please, nigga. Please believe it. See, that's a good work ethic, and that comes from being older. You know who can't do that? These young motherfuckers with jobs. This young generation. What the hell is going on with these young people with jobs, man? They act like you either don't want to be there, have an attitude as soon as you clock in, or it's always some bullshit drama.
Watch this
Older
right
workers
here.
with a more professional work ethic, I don't see as much bullshit with the older generation as these new motherfuckers.
Because they believe in work as not like they don't look at all right. So first of all, a lot of them are coming up in the age of tech. So a lot of them don't look at if it's anything physical or where you're doing a lot of like manual shit, they look at that as like arcane, like archaic type, horrible. Like why are you putting us back into the 1700s type shit? You know what I'm saying? So I think that we start there. Like we grew up, manual labor was like almost your first job. You raking leaves, you cutting grass, you mowing the lawn, you taking in groceries, you doing something for somebody in a manual way to get something. You making clothes, you selling can, like you're doing something physically yourself. For them, a lot of them, they're typing something, they're doing like that. That's just not the world they grew up in. But for two, I don't think people look at it a lot like it's not even just their generation no more. I think after COVID, like people went home and realized a lot of this shit can really be done from home. And niggas don't really want to be at work no more. Like people never really wanted to be at work. Don't get me wrong. It's called work because it ain't a party, right? But when you go home for like a 2, 3 years, some people was at home. And then you go back to a brick and mortar building to do these jobs and you realize, oh, this shit was still happening even when I was at home. So you really don't like, so I really don't have to do all of this. Like we got this shit done just fine. And I was at the crib. Why do we have to go back here? Why I gotta get up out my bed? Let me put this Zoom filter on and lay my ass in the bed and do this thing. So I think you got a lot of that going on. Like people just like it ruined people's perception of work. People used to look at work as like necessary. Now people look at work as like a hassle. Like it's in the way. It's really not. Most people just want to have a good life now because now mindfulness and living your best life and manifesting and all of that good shit is the thing. And Larry said, "Face, what are you doing?"
Now, I can
He probably rolling up, knowing him.
you know it.
Bomba cloud.
Now, I can I can get on that train, that thought train,
That's my
but
opinion too.
I can only get on to I can only get on that. I can agree with you, but only when it comes to certain type of jobs. The jobs I'm talking about is the everyday mundane service job where motherfuckers, you know what you got to do when you put your name on this goddamn application. You knew what the fuck you gonna have to do because there's some place you come every day. I'm
But
talking
the
about the
first thing I
Walmart,
said
the
still
food
applies.
lines. The
The first thing I said still
it does,
applies. We talking about
it
people that
does,
grew up with tech. If I grew up
it
with
does.
tech and I'm watching all these people do these jobs that are online, if I can't get that job and I have to apply to these jobs, I don't really want this job. Somebody is making me do this. My
Well,
situation is
keep
making
your
me do
ass
this.
at home.
So they hate it. So they really just
Well, this is my
mad
thing. I was saying to them. This is
that
what
they
I'm
even
saying.
got to be there.
If, if you don't want to be there and you have a desire to do something else, educate yourself or get the skill to do that shit else. But you're not even gonna do that either. You're just gonna be a upset motherfucker out in the world. Fuck my vibe. It's hard for me to come out the house. One, it's hard enough for me to come out the house and be positive and happy. So once I encounter some of these motherfuckers, it's so hard not to be myself and give y'all motherfuckers what you really asking for. Cause I got kids and I ain't trying to go to jail for no dumb shit. So I have to reevaluate what's important every goddamn day when I come outside. Is it important to come to this store? Is it important to have to deal with it? No. So I love online shopping now. I hate shopping online, but I've grown to have to love it. Out here that don't want to work. But cool. I love to see y'all in 5 years because most of you don't have the aptitude to do any tech type shit any goddamn way. So when your jobs are replaced by the tech motherfuckers and the new robots, ha! I love to see what you do. You probably be out in the Walmart parking lot playing the goddamn violin like the other motherfuckers be doing. The fake violin, the big ass speaker. And I hate them
Did you,
motherfuckers too.
did you say the fake
That's a different
violin with
day.
the big ass speaker?
Yes, yes, I hate them motherfuckers. I hate all of them. But they be everywhere. Every fucking Walmart you
It
find, it's a
always be a
motherfucker out
Latino
there.
dude. It always be a Latino dude with his daughter. His daughter always be holding the little sign. My dad needs help.
With this big ass speaker. So you can afford this big ass speaker and this violin, but you can't afford. Man, get the fuck out of
And
here with
it
the
be a
bullshit.
new looking violin. The
Fuck
violin
out
look
of
like
here.
it's like a week old. So he just got it. It's fresh. Even if he got it from the pawn shop, he still
Fuck
just
out of
got it.
here with
And
this
the violin
bullshit.
is not cheap even at the pawn shop.
Hell no. And I don't
Bitches
care
of viola.
what nobody damn say. That shit is real fucking ridiculous. You come to a business ass place. Now I
Hold
can
on. What she said?
appreciate the game.
What is
I
a
can
VA
appreciate
thing?
it. I ain't
No, that's
hating.
not a VA thing. I saw that in GA too. They always be outside the Walmarts, the Family Dollars, and the the Walmarts, the Family Dollars, and the Dollar Trees. Sometimes they all in the major grocery stores. So your Food Lions, if you're in Virginia, your Kroger's, if you're in Georgia, your Publix, they be out in the little parking lot. Like when you and they usually don't be near the middle of the parking lot or near the store. They park like when you turn into the parking lot for that store or for that plaza, they be out there on the corner, and it's usually them. Sometimes they had a wife or a little baby son in a stroller, but usually it's a dude, a Hispanic dude of some kind, maybe a black dude, and their daughter. It's always a daughter. It's like they try to get sympathy points because it's a little girl or something, and try to make you feel bad. But they be out there and they always be playing like soulful hits on the violin. So it'd be like hip hop and R&B classics, but on the violin. They basically be doing the little Miri Ben Ari shit from back in 2003, 2004 now, but in the parking lot and for spare change. But it's in GA too, so that's what it can't be just a VA
Yeah.
thing because I haven't even seen it in VA. I knew it from when I was living in GA. Like that was yeah, and you even get to see the same ones because sometimes they'll switch parking lots. So you'll see like Pascal over in the Dollar Tree all of a sudden, but he used to be at Kroger. And then today, you know, uh Miguel then moved from over here at the Family Dollar and he don't went to the Kroger now. So you know they switched their little post up until two they coordinate because you don't ever see two of them out there like having dueling banjos and nothing out there. It always be
Hell
just one
no.
with his daughter.
I think it's one conglomerate, goddamn it. It's one huge conglomerate. They taking over the more.
Yo,
One motherfucking grocery parking lot at a time.
what if that shit was like the Latino and Afro Latino version of like, you know how black militant groups and black spiritual groups always be selling oils and incense and shit and little snacks, little fruits and shit. What if that was their version of that? Like, all right, you got to get out and hit this quota. You got to play so many songs until you get this amount of dollars, or you can't come back to the house tonight and shit like that. What if they like? What if
I
that's like
wouldn't
the
doubt it.
Latino? What if that's like the Latino Hebrew Israelite version of like selling oils? Like you gotta hit your quota. Go get your daughter. Matter of fact, if you ain't got no daughter, here
These
take
days,
the little girl.
I
Take
ain't gonna put shit
Margarita.
past nobody. I ain't gonna put it past. Take Manuel. Take Manuel.
They out there.
Ah, that shit.
Yo.
Mm-mm. Them motherfuckers there, boy. I hate turning to the parking lot, seeing these niggas, seeing that damn sign.
Yo.
I want to
I'm
throw a
talking about.
bottle of water there every damn time.
But look, I'm gonna tell you this though. Out for all y'all brokies out there that want to plan a good date, if you know where one be at all the time, it's a vibe on a little
Mm-hmm.
chill date. You get you some food, sit in the car, sit out there. They be playing all the hits, whatever you want. Ba, 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 da. And they be good. They not bad musicians. They actually be good on the violin, but they be playing the hell out of that shit. I mean, they be playing all your classics. So you can sit out there, have a vibe, talk. You know, I'm just saying, if you broke and balling on a budget and you need a little date idea, could be, maybe try this with somebody that you already with. She already like you. You can get away with a lot more when she like you. But yeah, but hey, Just saying, Pedro and them, they be coming through with the classics, man. They hit you with that goddamn real love. You be walking in the Family Dollar bop and this shit. Yeah, that shit.
Flicking the motherfuckers off at the same time, giving them the finger.
Why are you so mad at them? You don't have to give.
I know what them niggas is annoying.
It's an optional. It's an optional love offering. Why are you so mad?
There ain't no love, goddamn. Ain't no love.
Ain't
There ain't
no
no love for the
love
motherfuckers.
for Pascal in the city.
That opinion will never damn change.
Hey man,
Never. That's a
what
hill
if
I will
what
die
what
on
if
and never
what
change.
if on your birthday you walking into one of them stores and Miguel hit your favorite song at the exact moment that you wanted to hear it as you stepping in, and he played in tune so it's in beat as you walking into the store, and you and your son and your daughter just start dancing and shit, and y'all start dancing together. Like, what if it make a moment? Go, Miguel, go. I'm fighting for
I'm
you
gonna
here, buddy.
stop. I'm gonna stop and tell my kids, hey, give them the finger. And we all gonna give them the finger at the same time. Four fingers, damn it. Four middle fingers. Stop this shit. And we're gonna walk in the store. Get what we gotta get and get the fuck back home.
Four fingers is
I hate these
crazy.
niggas.
Four fingers is
Four fingers
crazy.
and three regular size fingers and an itty bitty finger.
I tried, Miguel. I was looking out for you. I was I was trying to hold you down, Miguel. Sorry, didn't work.
Fuck Miguel and Manuel and them. Shit. Fuck that.
Batman. Well, you keep playing
Shit.
your heart out. Come to
On
the
to the
Family
next
Dollar.
goddamn time.
Come to the Family Dollar where I be at. Well, if we go on to the next topic, then we talking about hey man, you stood on that hill real strong. As
Damn
we
right.
look as we look back over the years of us podcasting, and at this point we can actually say years, which is crazy to think, but are there any opinions, thoughts, takes, could be hot takes, um, just overall opinions that you might look back on now, and as you grow, matured, gotten older, that now you be like, I don't necessarily feel the same way, or I've updated my opinion on that thought. I,
Yeah,
I
there's quite a
only have
few.
one. I'm gonna say that now. I only have one.
I have quite a few. I wouldn't say I've totally changed my mind on. I have some I've doubled down harder on. I have some
Ooh,
that I look back on and I have to not readjust my thought pattern, but reassess how I looked at it or how I thought about it. I'm not gonna say that changed my mind, but it changed how I thought about it. But yeah, one in particular I had that comes to mind. It wasn't really a topic. It was just I think it was a rant or just an add-on comment based on the topic we were talking about. And I think it was a couple years ago. It was from me when I said that everybody deserves help or something to that effect. Um,
everybody deserves hemp.
where I'm at now, nah.
You
Yes,
said
help.
hemp.
HELP. Everybody deserves help.
Oh, everybody deserves
Help.
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 I thought you
Help.
said hemp. I was like,
Yes. I mean, everybody does deserve that, but I'm talking about help
oh,
right now. Help. Um, no. Um, I've changed my mind. Everybody does not deserve help. Uh, there's a lot of people out there that do that don't know how to help themselves, so it looks like they're not trying, and all they need is the information. And then you have
can
a
I
group of
can
people
I
out there
slip
who
this
have all
joke
the
in before you
information,
go further?
who
I'm
have
sorry.
oh,
By
you
I don't
surely
know whether
you
it's
surely can.
autism or ADD or what, but can I just slip this joke in? You might
You
be
surely
you might
can.
you might deserve help with that blunt rolling because this is the longest rolling of a blunt that I've ever seen in my life. Like nigga, is you gonna smoke the shit? You've been linked
Oh,
over in
that's what
that
I've been
corner
doing.
for a minute. God damn,
That's what I've been doing linked over. That's what I've been doing
nigga,
linked over. I didn't
hit
want to
the
be too much on
blunt,
camera
nigga.
smoking.
Nigga, you see
Oh,
me?
I
I
have
smoke
been.
everything.
That's why it's smaller.
Okay, I was like, God damn, this nigga is in the, this is the longest rolling. Like this nigga is getting that shit perfect. That shit better be a masterpiece. You better put that shit on Instagram when you finish. If that shit is that beautiful, god damn, I was about to be like, what the fuck? I
Oh,
ain't
shit.
never in my life. What up, last guy?
Oh, shit. But,
God
but
damn,
yeah,
bro.
man, like the people who have all the information, the motivation, and everything they need in line to get themselves right, but just don't, they don't deserve him. They don't deserve pity. They don't deserve empathy. They don't deserve anything. They need to get their ass up because they have everything at their fingertips. Those people who break their neck to still try to help those people, you're doing yourself a disservice because you're helping someone who doesn't have the gumption to get up and help themselves when all they need to do is get up. You got most people in the world who struggling to even try to get the information to try to find out how to help themselves or what path to even go on. When you have a certain select group who got everything handed to them but can't even figure it out, you don't need no help. You need to slap on your a kick in your ass and slap in your face. That's
I was
about
about to
it.
say, nigga, Paul, that
Everybody
you
don't
so
deserve
lucky
him.
I ain't got my soundboard, nigga. That nigga said a slap on your ass. Nigga, no, he don't. Don't give nobody that. Look,
No.
that is a Me Too moment waiting to happen. Don't do that to nobody, okay, people out there. I do not endorse
Oh
that. The
no.
partners do not
Oh no.
endorse
Don't
that
slap no.
behavior. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. He just slid that in there. That's
Oh
Paul.
god.
Oh man,
Oh
yeah.
god.
This is okay.
This
Okay.
ain't this ain't no Trump show. We ain't grabbing nobody
Well,
nothing over here.
no,
Fuck
yeah,
that.
please, Lord Jesus, don't slap nobody. Okay. But I was gonna offer a rebuttal, and I was gonna double
Mhm.
down on your original point for you, but I really can't. You might be right because even my rebuttal would be conditional. It still ain't everybody needs help. It's like, well, these certain people out of that group that may not be trying right now need it. So it still ain't like everybody. So yeah, you right. You right. I don't. Yeah,
Mhm.
that might be a grown. I don't remember that rant. What rant was that on? What episode was that on? What was we talking about that? Was that the homeless episode?
I know it might have been
Because I feel like my
because I
point
know
that
we
night
we
was
talked about.
everybody don't need help, and like some people need, you just need to just say fuck them. But you might have just had that opinion too, just to be devil's advocate to me that night.
I don't
Because
know.
as
Might
angry
have.
as you be at everybody, I can't see you ever just coming out like just on the just well, this just me saying, "Oh yeah, everybody needs." No, I can see you being like, "Okay, this nigga is going overboard. Let me offer a counter opinion real quick." Well, I don't know though. I don't know because I gotta go back and see that episode. But that's a wild opinion from you, period, to me anyway. Go ahead though. You said you had several. I'll let you cook.
Um, I don't think this comes from a show. This is just an old personal opinion I used to have that I no longer have. Um, and, and it's just an old street mentality shit. No women, no children. Used to be just you don't do harm to no women, no children. But nowadays, where you have women the size of men who act like men, who think they're men, I can't discriminate on that because I've been in situations where it's a 400-pound person ready to put hands on me that's the opposite sex of me. And I can't let you do that.
Hey, look, because you don't know Baby D like I know Baby D. Hey, yeah, you right. Don't let Baby D get you, son. Don't let Baby D get you, nigga. Put the cookie on the windshield
I
and
can't do
run, my
that.
nigga.
I can't do that. So I only, mm-mm. I still got the no kids shit.
That's
You don't
funny.
harm kids, you don't touch kids. You feel me? I go get your parent or I trip you up. Nah, you can trip a kid up. You can do that shit. But these big burgers, no, not the big
Since you
burgers.
got
I'm sorry.
several of them,
I got it.
hey, keep cooking for a minute. I'm about to go get me another drink. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Pour it up, brother. Pour it up. Now, on to another opinion. Um, now I used to be like, whew, now this is gonna be a deep when people not may not agree with it. Now, I used to be a person who'd be like, all right, let's keep people separate. Like, I'm not against what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not against the shit, the what, the black and white shit. I'm not against that. Do what you want to do. But as I get older and cultures mix more and more, I find it hard to find the purity of our culture in stuff a lot. So I'm not gonna say my opinion has changed to where I'm against the the intercultural shit, but as a personal preference, I would prefer people to stay within their own cultural bounds when having kids and shit like that. Because just for me, just for
Oh
me,
wow.
once
Hold on.
again,
You said so no interracial babies?
there we go. That's the word I was searching for. Interracial. That's what. Now, I'm not saying, or once again, this is my opinion just for me in mind. This is how I feel. Everybody else do what you want. I'm not against nothing. You feel me? I don't care what nobody else does with their own shit. You know? But as far as cultural essence and teaching, I feel it's getting lost more and more. You feel me? That's just me. I may be naive. I may be narrow minded in that. I can be accountable in that. Cool. But personal opinion, I feel like there should be more or more just stay in your own shit because we get lost. Not we, but our history is getting lost slowly but surely. But to some may see that as a good thing. Some may see that as a bad thing. But me, I, that's just me. It may be the environment I'm in because I'm surrounded by nothing but interracial shit. That may be me. Some people would say that would have that should have a different type of effect. I should be more accepting. But once again, I'm not accepting of other people's shit. I'm only speaking of it within the bounds of my shit and me and mine. So my we had a conversation. My wife asked me when our children do get of age and start dating, if they did some interracial stuff, how would I feel? At one point in time, I said I wouldn't care as long as they're happy. But as I get older, I had to stop and think because this is a conversation we've had more than once. I stopped and think like before I say something, let me actually think about that. How would I feel? Because how would I feel if you married somebody with a different culture? And if you had kids? What is my grandkids' culture? What are they? What are you able to teach them or anything that I taught you or anything about culture? Like, but this is just my mindset. But that's just one of my opinions I've changed.
Um, on that opinion, I would say keep your opinion. I think it's valid. I'm not gonna argue your opinion at all. The only extra context I would give to your opinion would be as a person. I haven't dated somebody, so I've dealt with somebody outside of my race, but I have never dated or like actually been in a relationship with somebody outside of my race. So I don't know what certain things I like, but I have dealt with somebody outside of my culture before. Like my child's mother is
Hmm.
outside of my culture. My son is half of another culture, even though he's
Hmm.
American black, right? But he still have
Hmm.
something else. So I think applying the logic that I applied to that, right? I think it's a way to maintain your child's blackness while still letting them know, hey, you also have this as a part of you. And you can be proud of all of it, but make sure you understand that all of it is you. Like you need to stay proud of all of it. And I think what gets lost in a lot of interracial discussions is the thought or the perception that in that you're losing part of your culture to deal with another culture. And I think it's ways to make it so that the child or the person or even you two as the couple are able to experience both of each other's cultures while still maintaining your authenticity and your foothold and your stronghold in your own culture. You know what I mean? I do think it's possible to do. I don't know. That's just added context. It don't mean you right or wrong or none of that. I'm just saying that. it may be a way to it may be a pathway to get past the issues that you may foresee from that. There's certain issues that you can't get away from, like the genetic piece of it and stuff like that. But as far as the actual like cultural piece, there are ways to deal with that. That's all. But you know,
I just want to throw it out there once again. I don't give a fuck what nobody else do, and this ain't a racial issue. It's more of a cultural
yeah,
thing with me
yeah, that's what
because
I got from it.
cultural shit
Yeah,
is lost. You feel me? Like cultural shit is lost. You feel me? Like even with me, I'm half and half. Like my dad is Trinidadian, my mother is just American black. But with me, a lot of cultural shit got lost. You know, so as an adult, I'm trying to gain that shit and grasp that shit back and embed it in my children so they can have that to pass on to theirs. You feel me? Because that's a cultural, it's something that the other culture from the island that I don't know. Historical shit that I want to know, that I want them to be a part of, that I want them to embody and start carrying out. You feel me? Because that's important to me. So I wanted to actually be important to mine too. That's something I want to start. You feel me? So that's just my opinion.
that's real. I mean, like I said, like I have no rebuttal, no none of that. I added my extra content, but I think, hey, I respect where you came from, and like I said, I only have one thing. Like I think every take I've had, I think it may have been like two or three where either the facts that I stood on originally were wrong, so I had to come back and do a retraction on the episode. So I've already addressed it on the episodes. So I don't feel like I need to go back and do nothing there. And then outside of those two or three, I think everything else I've said, I can pretty much stand on except for one thing. Like I can stand on everything else. I can down that hill. I can make myself still, yeah, I'm still right. But this one thing I have to change. So I originally said that Glorilla was ugly, and now I think she's one of the most fine women. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. I'm sorry that I did that to myself, made myself look crazy like that. I don't know what pictures I had at the time, but yeah, man, Glow can't do no wrong. Yeah, Glow. Yeah, God, hey, sweet Jesus.
Uh,
Yeah.
I just, I
That
knew
ain't
that
got nothing to
opinion
do
had
with that,
changed,
but
but I
that's the
didn't think
only
I
opinion.
didn't think
That's
that
the
far.
only opinion I can think of because everything else I can think of. Like, all right, I feel like when I said my first opinions, I stayed measured when I said them. So, like, when Kevin Samuels was out, I said like I agree with a lot of what he says. He could say it better though, and there's certain things that he says that may not apply to every dude. That's true. I don't have nothing to go back on there. Like I feel like I was right on that. I said Umar was either a scammer, a content creator, or a person that's bad with money and too prideful to say he not. That's still probably true. We haven't gotten a definitive answer, but all three of those things apply to his current position, no matter which way you look at it. I said the educational system was never going to be the same, and it's probably going to go in a downward direction as far as how much kids actually learn. I said that back in the pandemic. I stand on that. That's actually what happened. If you look at the curriculum, the standards, they actually got lowered to meet the needs of a lot of kids that got washed out during the pandemic. And now they stayed that way after the pandemic once a lot of these kids are ahead. So if you have a kid that's really smart, you really got to do a lot of work at home. And a lot of parents know that to like keep them ahead because there's not a lot in the schools no more for the top 20%. That bottom 80%, there's a lot of supports programs, etc. But if you got a kid that's really sharp, you at home working your ass off. Well, what other program can I put you on? What app can I find? What program can I put you in? What can I learn myself to teach? Like it's a struggle. So yeah. Yeah, most of my opinions, I stand on them. And I think I will leave it open to this though. If somebody knows an opinion that I had or a wild take that they like, I wonder how you feel about this now, I can answer. But as far as right now, and the stuff that I could think about, and when I went back through certain episodes, like I was like, okay, maybe in this episode I said something. No, I feel like I'm still there with it. I don't know that I'm right, wrong, or indifferent, but I still feel the same way. There's no major change except for Glow. Hey, Glow. You know, yeah. Other than that, we good. I'm a thug on my shit, man. Hey man. And unless I feel like I'm wrong, hey man, somebody want to challenge me on it, man. You want to fight? Shit, the fuck, the fuck.
Well, I think it's time
No,
for
but it
the
might be
best
one though.
segment.
So if somebody do got one though, for real, I want to hear it in the comments, chat, face, Pat. Pat, I know you out there at work, but if you come back next week and be like, hey man, you want to rethink this one? I feel like most of the ones that I got wrong, like, all right, the two major ones I could think of was in the moment arguing with two of my brothers. I feel like I came back the next week and addressed both of those on air to correct those. And then there was one, I remember something. I can't remember the exact conversation we was having, but I remember having to come back the next episode and do a retraction. I remember having to do the research, came back. I think Black Anonymous actually gave me the information on like how I was wrong, so I could do the retraction in the right way, and I came back and did it. So like, yeah, I think I'm good other than them 3 incidents. Other than that, man, fuck everything. I meant what I said. Shit. Fuck niggas. Y'all better get right. Fuck niggas. Y'all heard that little fat nigga that be on the internet. y'all better get right. Fuck niggas. Y'all out here, saying shit you can't stand on the shit. Fuck niggas. Y'all heard that fat nigga. Yeah. What he said.
I think it's time for the Cheers Top 3.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, it's the sensation that's been sweeping the nation. Somebody give me my broom. You got my dustpan? All right, now let's get it, guys. Hey, it's the time. It's time. It's time for Tiz's top 3. All right. So this week's Tiz top 3. Hey man, y'all tell us what y'all top 3 are in the chat or the comments below. All that good stuff. Your top 3 podcast moments of all time. It can be from any podcast, anywhere, anytime, any country, whatever. Hey, what are your top 3? I'll start it off. Since Face gave a lot on the heels to that conversation. My first one that I came up with was Terrence Howard versus the scientist on Joe Rogan's podcast, because he had been talking shit about this fake gravity and some type of molecule or particle that was going to change the world. And this nigga came in there with some connects. If y'all grew up in the 80s and 90s, y'all know what connects. Y'all know what connects are. It's like these little, it's basically like Legos for 15-year-olds. Like, it's just like big ass Legos. You put the shit together, you make shit with it. But he came in there with these shit, talking about, yeah, this the new molecule that's gonna change everything. And it was like, nigga, you don't get these toys out of here. And then the scientist kept breaking apart his argument. But he kept that nigga tried to say, what he say? 1 times 1 is 2.
Some super stupid shit.
Now, if you ask me, I want y'all to understand what this mathematical sentence is actually saying. It's saying that 1 of a 1 is. So if I have a 1, right, and I only have 1 of them, how the hell do I got 2 of? So the scientists kept trying to break that shit. And if you had a watch, like, man, when I tell you these niggas had a 3-hour conversation to basically tell Terrence Howard, look, nigga, you can't do math, and I think the school system failed you, and get your toys out of here. But I will take 1 home to my son, because he liked to play with shit. It's like, it was such a dumbass, but I think it was good because it started. So what I did notice after that conversation, right, I saw a lot less flat earth, like weird alien autopsy, like all these weird ass like pseudoscience, Bigfoot coming, all these pseudosciences that be like, I don't really got the evidence, but I just feel like it's okay. I feel like it. They kind of started to fall off because niggas started to realize, hey man, look, somebody gonna call you on one of these podcasts and you gonna look stupid when you be sitting there talking about one of something that's two of. Nigga, what? If that was the case, I'm supposed to have a
Mhm.
lot more money right now because I know damn well I'd have put a lot of one or something in the damn account, and I ain't never seen it turn to two just by itself. It was an interest rate. It was an investment, a job. I did something to make it too. It won't just by itself. It just I put the one in there, and I had one of
Okay.
something. And at one
It's
times
two.
that one just said two. No, 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 it don't.
Uh,
I know math.
motherfucker.
I know my maths, as the British would say. I know my maths.
I know
So
my
yeah,
shit.
that was my number three moment as far as ranking, but just my first moment that I'm saying. Go ahead and get your
Oh,
shit off, boy.
okay, so I'm gonna give my number three. It's gonna match your number three on the same type of shit, but we're going the scientist and Lord Jamal on Godfrey podcast.
Hey, you know
Flat
what?
Earth
That's
debate.
funny. I forgot about that one. When I was making my list, I forgot about it. But damn, if I had remembered it, that would have been there. Yes, yes, nigga. Go ahead,
Flat
tell me.
Earth debate. Um, Lord Jamal came up there before and was talking this flat Earth shit. So Godfrey and let me go back. Lord Jamal was on there talking this flat Earth shit and asked and stated that he wanted to debate my motherfucking nigga. I don't really know him, but I consider him my motherfucking nigga. Neil deGrasse Tyson. He wanted to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson on flat Earth. So Godfrey was like, okay, I'm gonna try to make it happen. Due to scheduling conflicts, Neil couldn't make it. So Godfrey got the next best thing I guess, and got this Caucasian guy who knew his shit. He paid for Lord Jamal to come to the show. Lord Jamal smoked some bud that also other people on the show also smoked. Lord Jamal chose to drink on the show, I believe, as well. The other guy did none of this. He was on the podcast via camera. He was not on site. He was somewhere else. The
The
debate
most important
starts.
thing, please. No, no, no. Hold on. Before you get to there, can I just say the most important
Go ahead.
thing about this
Go
whole
ahead.
debate? The most
Go
important thing
ahead.
you need to know about this whole debate is that Lord Jamal, after doing all the things that Face just said, Face is lining it up correctly. As the stream is about to start, and as the other dude that he's about to whatever his name was about to come in to debate Lord Jamal. Lord Jamal said, "Shit, man, nigga, suck my dick. He want to fight." He started talking about like wanting to fight him or something, or he said, "Fuck him" or something like that. Fuck
Hmm.
Professor Dave and some. But he
Hmm.
made it. He took it from like your points are irrelevant to like disrespecting him as a man.
Hmm.
It was basically the verbal equivalent of him being like, man, you's a fuck bitch ass nigga and I'll whoop your ass type shit. But it's to this little white guy that's just coming in to talk about the flat earth.
And then
But
after this Professor Dave, I believe his name was
some with a
Professor
date.
Dave. Hmm. Professor Dave began to dismantle Lord Jamal, rivet by rivet, screw by screw, bolt by bolt, pause, nut by nut. Everything Lord Jamal had to say, he dismantled it. He disproved it, proved he was a stupid ass, and kept asking for more so he could keep disproving it. Lord Jamal, once again, wanted to give, what's the word you always use? Ad hominem attacks? He kept wanting to go there because he realized he could not debate this man. Nothing he said had any substance to it. He was just trying to quote a bunch of shit he saw on YouTube from a bunch of other motherfuckers who saw some shit on YouTube, who had no factual basis or scientific knowledge, who could not have a conversation with someone who had the scientific knowledge. Then Lord Jamal wants to blow up at Godfrey and blames Godfrey for drugging him and setting him up for a debate that he had himself asked for.
That's the
It was
dumb
it
shit.
was beautiful content. That 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 provided, I believe, a good month and a half of content for both
It's still
individuals.
going
And
now
Lord
because
Jamal,
it's still going now because Lord Jamal went on Vlad TV with the Mexican Jordans. So then that brought it all the way back up. So then people started going back to like remember when he and Godfrey boycotted Vlad because of the Farrakhan shit.
hmm
So it,
oh yeah,
it it
double
brought
back.
it all back up. So like so
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about like a year, well not a year, but like probably like a good 8 months, 9 months now of just straight content off that one little argument.
Oh yeah,
And Lord
oh
Jamal
yeah.
can't hold his liquor because somebody said the earth is round. Yeah, yeah, sad. Well, shit. My number two is I don't know. Okay. I don't know if it's the same level as what you're saying, but I feel like it's higher or it's on that same level. Like this is one of them ones that's like what you saying, like monumental, like it shifted some shit and it was a talk for a minute, right? Joe Budden when he was potting with Invisible Roy and Mal.
I do not remember that one.
It was the first episode after Rory and Mal and Joe and them broke up. And I guess something had happened after the last episode, but you could feel the tension on the last episode. They were talking about fighting and shit and all that shit. And then the next episode, Joe Budden shows up and he's podcasting as if Rory and Mal are there, but there's nobody there. It's just him. So he's like, and Rory, you're a fucking but it's nobody in the chair beside him.
Oh shit.
Oh man, when I tell you this is like classic podcast content, like I don't know who else could have done this but Joe Budden because only he's like crazy enough and warped enough to like come up with this as a premise for a show. Like I would have came out and been doing it normal. And man, I'm sorry things didn't work out, and hey, which these dudes best. This nigga came. I was like, and Miles, because you don't never say nothing. And when the money was up, like he went off on everything that they had argued at him about, as if they were there, but nobody was in the studio. It was just Joe Budden. A lot of Joe Budden podcast fans
Mm-hmm.
remember they was in the old studio where he used to have them little paintings behind him, them little weird ass
Oh
paintings.
yeah.
Yeah,
Alabaster.
with him and Rory about. Well, so Rory, Roy used to sit on the couch beside him, and then there was that little stool beside him where Miles sat. These are still set up.
Mm-hmm.
The show comes on normal and he gets into it and he's going in on all of their points, but he's talking to them as if they're there, but it's nothing there. So he's talking to like Mal, like, and you said, and it's nothing there. Then he's like, and Rory, you're fired as a right there, like, but it's nobody there. Oh man, genius shit. When it comes to like, all right, I don't know how close these niggas were as actual friends. If they were real friends, I think that's horrible. But from what I'm understanding, they were like podcast. They were like, we friends in business. We ain't really like fuck with each other or nothing come up and we made like we just kind of fuck with each other because the podcast jumped off. Hey, this shit work. We industry friends. If that's the case, then I don't know what they rules are. So y'all do what y'all do, but it's the funniest shit I've ever seen. To have a whole podcast. I'm talking about the podcast was the normal podcast length. So we talking about like an hour and a half, 2 hours and a half of just him talking to empty seats
Mm-hmm.
and snapping. I mean, and going like sweating, vein popping out the neck, like going in, and it's nothing here. You motherfucker. Best shit ever. But yeah, that's my number two.
Uh,
Stupidest shit I've ever
mm,
seen, but the best shit I've ever
okay.
seen.
Okay. My number two would have to be the very first episode of the My Cup Is Full podcast with Sidney Castillo. When he told the story of the crazy ex. Um,
Hmm.
they really hit home. I had crazy exes, but not as crazy as this woman. At one point in the story, he was not home, and she started attacking his apartment, beating up his walls, tearing up his furniture. At one point, he said she peeled back the TV. Now, I don't know how she did that because we're not talking about old school big TVs. We're talking about regular TVs now, where I didn't even know they had different layers. He said she peeled back the layers of the TV and then stabbed the wall and drug the knife down the damn wall. You know how possessed you got to be to stab a wall with a knife and then drag the knife down the wall.
Yeah, you got some hella muscles for
That
sure.
part in that story really, really let me know how crazy it could get out here. That's
I'm
my
not mad
number
at that
two.
one. I will tell you this. I'm glad that was your. Oh shit, that is your number two, huh? Okay. I'm gonna save my next statement then until after we done. But so far, there's something I want to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you my last one, and this is my top podcast moment of all time. I want to tell y'all, and I don't know if it count, but I'm counting it because it's our podcast. Um, it was the mermaid girl from You Didn't Ask Us, but when she jumped her fat ass in that damn pool, with that mermaid outfit on and started drowning, and the mama was
Oh, I
cussing her.
remember that.
How your mama cuss you out for dying? I'm mad at you for drowning. Yo, go to You Didn't Ask Us, but I don't remember what episode, but it might be the thumbnail. But it's the mermaid girl. Man, that's the dumbest shit and the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And I invite all of y'all to go check it out. I don't know what happened to Face. Y'all know how tech difficult this be going. And I actually got him tonight, so I'm not gonna blame Face tonight, shit is what it is. But yeah, the Mermaid Girl episode, for context, it's a World Star video. This little girl has on a little mermaid outfit, and she hops her ass in the pool. she and she proceeds to swim like a rock. And as she's thinking, her mother is on the sideline recording and cussing her the fuck out for drowning. I've never seen nobody get fussed at for dying. Like, I'm over here losing my life, and you just, hey, why the fuck did you jump in there? I'm sorry, y'all. I know that's wrong. I know Faye's gonna come through with some better shit than what I'm saying. That shit. Oh man, life is good when shit like that happens, and I don't mean that it's good because the girl got out the pool. I just want to let y'all know, like, everything ended fine. Everybody lived. Ain't nobody, really hurt. But oh man, it was a good time had by all that evening. Oh man. And I remember I feel like Face had, not Face, Pat had some type of weird commentary over the top of it as we was all crying, laughing. That just had me even weird because he was like
He
act
did.
one of the characters. And this little girl is just in there. It's not funny, but it's funny. And I know I'm going to hell. I'm sorry. With scholarship and gasoline drawers on, I get it. But it's shit funny. Fuck y'all. Go on ahead, man. Go on ahead, tell your last
Funny as shit.
one. Give me the hell
Funny
up.
as shit.
Because I was trying to
So
figure out this problem.
my last one.
comes from Joe Rogan. It's the episode with Graham Hancock when it's weird. They
Pause.
brought the pause when they brought this weird ass. I guess he was an archaeologist or some type of scientist to debate Graham Hancock on his theories on the different land masses or what he believes on prehistoric civilizations. Uh, it wasn't as much as a debunking as everybody thought it would be. It was more of a conversation. The weird guy just threw the whole debate off by his weirdness and just his look. Um,
It wasn't the dude from Ancient Aliens with that weird hair, was it?
nah,
Okay.
It was this other dude with this motherfucking hat on with some weird hair. Like I spent more time trying to figure out why he looked like he did than engulfed in the conversation. And I really wanted to hear this debate. But every time I look at it, my ears don't register the conversation. My eyes just focus on this weird motherfucking how he looks. Regardless of how hard I try to listen and pay attention to this debate. Because these are good talking points I want to hear because I believe a lot of Graham Hancock shit. So if it's debatable on some good scientific shit, I want to actually hear it and be engulfed in that conversation for real. But this weird motherfucker just threw it off. Joe Rogan, please find somebody else that can debate Graham Hancock on some good educational shit, but don't look so fucking crazy that it distracts me from the conversation. But that's not.
I, um, I didn't see that episode, but what I will say is, I would hope that. How do I say this? I would hope that we get more episodes like that on podcasts because I know how wild Graham Hancock's theories are. So I think my brain is going to like I was expecting you to about to give me something controversial, but the fact that you said it was just like a cool, chill conversation, I like that. I like that it could be like such differing opinions, but still we meet in the middle and are able to like have the conversation and respect each other's findings enough to. Yeah, that's cool. All right.
I'll fuck with it.
Yeah. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I just thought that was just like a yeah, I like shit like that. That's cool. Something that ain't cool. Shannon Sharpe got fired. Do you think he should have been?
Based on just his now.
You put this up
Personally,
there. Where
personally,
you coming from with this one?
Personally, no, I don't because he got fired on some personal shit that had nothing to do directly with his job performance. But when you work for a major conglomerate like that, most of them have contracts where you have a moral clause or some type of clause where your personal life can be directly influenced, it can directly have a influence on your job. So yeah, and no, if he knew what time it was, he should have been out there making dumbass mistakes in public with his big ass contract and these new platforms he got. Now, if he didn't have that in there and he was free to do whatever he wanted to do with his own personal life, they shouldn't have fired that man because of the shit he living his personal life. He made a dumbass mistake for an old man. Shit, the young booty fooled him. But
I,
it comes to what the contract says. But it was a dumbass move on his part. Cat Williams warned you. Monique warned you. Shit. Sometimes motherfuckers don't heed warnings. Real life got to slap them in the face sometimes.
I think so. For this situation, I think it depends on what his volume contract and his Fox FSN contract said. Right. First of
Mm-hmm.
all, if his contract has some type of clause in it about like some conduct detrimental to or something like that, I know people got sponsors and shit, and they ain't trying to mess their money up. So I know the network will always do what's best for them. They don't care about
You
none of
know,
that bullshit. So I get that. But on just on a him level, on a Shannon level, I would say if say that ain't on the table with the corporation gonna do, it's just a matter of like what's going on. I would say it depends. Cause for Shannon, like the years that this stuff happened, was it when he was actually with ESPN or was he still with Fox and in the in between time?
Mm-hmm.
If it's when he was with Fox in the in between time, then I think it's more to do with FSN and volume and how his money is cut up with those two companies as opposed to ESPN or their parent company. Now, that's the problem. It still makes ESPN look bad. So if he got some shit in this contract about conduct detrimental and all that shit, that be that like loose wording that allows them corporations to get your ass about it there on some bullshit. Like, oh well, hey, you know what? You're making us look bad. We got to get you going. You know, you might have been right, but just the optics of everything just look bad. We can get you for that. So I don't know. And I don't know which companies he was actually with when he did whatever they saying he did and when this was accused. Now, what I will say is this. A lot of this bullshit that's going on in the past couple of years is making it real fucked up for people because now it's too many people with bullshit that's getting paid off of people with money and hustle and they don't work their butts off and they getting paid off of these people by just throwing a lawsuit out there and it's not valid. And I don't think that's right. Like I'm cool with get yours if it's due, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to just like vampire people just because you broke or you not happy with how some turned out, like what did the contract say? If the contract was valid, leave that shit alone. Stop doing this wild shit. I think it's sickening and it's making it hard for people with valid claims because everything is getting scrutinized to the highest degree now because everything looked like bullshit because it's all been bullshit. So yeah, that's my
Now
opinion.
you bring. Now I'm glad you said that because that brings up a personal experience I had just yesterday. Now walking in this retail store, I'm gonna keep all names of the company out of it because I still haven't decided what the fuck I want to do.
Fuck you,
Now walking in
Walmart.
this, if it was them motherfuckers, I already know what I would do if it was them motherfuckers.
Oh,
Fuck them.
okay. Oh, okay.
Fuck them to
But
have
still,
me.
fuck you,
Fuck.
Walmart.
Yes. So I'm walking in the store in the plants section of the store with my son. When all of a sudden I feel this sharp fucking pain emanating from my foot. I look down and they call it an ink cartridge shit. I guess I guess it's an anti-theft device. It's like somebody done took it apart and the needle part of it it's going through my shoe into my fucking foot. So I take this bitch out and walk to the front or
Tetanus. Tetanus.
hobble to the front, and I hobble to the fucking front. I do like, and at this point, I'm very fucking pissed off, and I'm trying to hold my tongue because I'm with my son, so I can't let him see my real me. I just gotta just still be daddy. You feel me? So I'm trying to talk to these people in the best way I can, but fucking shit keep coming out my mouth. Um, so all they can do for me is offer me incident report. So in my mind, I want to sue these motherfuckers. But I'm like, is it really worth it? Yeah and no. Because it shows utter negligence because before they gave me an incident report, one of the cashiers was like, damn, this is the second time this happened in like a week. Bitch, what? Who's sweeping the fucking floor? Utter
What I
negligence that you notice the issue. Bitch, somebody be checking the floor.
what I would say is the lawsuit is worth it if you can find a lawyer that has no money down or you got that lady saying whatever you just said. She said, what was that?
Damn,
This
this
is
is the
the
second
second
time this has
time this
happened in like a
happened.
week.
Yeah, if you got that on record anywhere, like yeah, you got a case. Or if you got when you stepped on the thing on camera, like on their security camera, like you good. So I would say like pursue it. Especially if you can find like one of the little personal injury lawyers that want to get that shit anyway, you might at least get a couple grand. And you valid for doing so because you was in there. Their job is to not have shit on the floor for you to step on. Whoever didn't do their job did not do their job, and that's on them. That's not on you. You should have a reasonable ability to think you can walk through their aisles looking at their products without having to stare at the floor looking for things that's gonna stab you in the foot.
Goddamn.
So that's my opinion on that. Now I don't got no legal backing on it, but my little pre-law classes, and you know, before I switch majors, you know, hey, this what I got.
I
Talk to
see. That's the
somebody
same
else, but
mindset
see
I
what
have.
happens because it sounds right to me. It
Because my
feels like
foot's
you
still
got a case,
funky.
my boy.
Yeah,
Especially if
my
your
foot's
foot
still
purple.
funky.
I was gonna say if you still troubled and you start losing wages, you know that's usually when them niggas ears perk up. Oh, you have lost wages. What? What now? Oh, we'll take this pro bono, nothing down. We don't get paid unless you get paid. We're great.
Goddamn it, I like that sound.
We're
I
great.
love when they say that.
I mean,
I
I can
love
get a
when they say that
case,
shit.
and if I get paid, I get paid. But even if I don't, I ain't had to do nothing. Y'all did all the work, and y'all just got paid off of whatever came from the lawsuit. I ain't got no, I don't owe you shit.
Now we talk about lawsuits, talk about lawyers and shit. Brings up the last topic. Trial of the century. What do you think has been so far the trial of the century?
Okay. Now I'm gonna say this one. I don't know if it counts because I don't know if it counts as a trial. Okay, but it was a major legal battle that happened, and it led to probably one of the most monumental shifts in law and policy that I've seen in my lifetime, and that was when Roe v. Wade got overturned recently.
Yeah, okay.
Like the fact that like a lot of rights that have been on the books and have kind of set the precedent for other rights. So like I don't think people realize the trickle effect of like when laws get overturned. Like if you get one thing overturned, there's other laws and precedents that's been built upon that first law. So when that first law gets eradicated, it then brings into question all these other laws and they get looked at in future cases. So cases where it used to be like, oh, this is open and shut. Now it's like, oh, well, we gotta go see. So like, I don't. It's a lot that goes into this shit, man. So I feel like that's a ripple effect that we haven't even seen yet because it's right now, kind of. But like 20, 30, 40 years from now, like a lot of our kids and kids gonna be like, oh, well, this is different than when y'all grew up because of this. And we're gonna see it then. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I'm gonna go with the OJ case.
That's fair. I mean, I can't argue with you.
People are still talking
a
about to
moment
this
in
day.
time.
Moment in time, yes, major moment in time. People are still reenacting to this day, comedy skits based on it to this day. People are
And
still arguing about
I'm
it
gonna tell you something
in
too.
barbershops to this day.
If you was a basketball fan, that shit pissed you off because they cut your damn game off to go watch this nigga drive slow as fuck down the highway. Man, let me know when he stopped in, man. Come back, man, give me the rest of this game, man. Shit, it ain't but like 17 channels. If you got cable, because you got them repeats, then you got the BT Espanol. It was just like the same channel, but just in Spanish. And then you have like the pay-per-view channels, Spice, and it was like maybe 3-4 other channels. The Playboy channel, you know, the channels that you couldn't get, they be squiggly lines. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Squiggly, squiggly.
Between the lines.
Squiggly, squiggly. But they ain't got nothing to do with that. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times people don't look at like, all right, this law is fucked. But what does that mean for all these other laws and precedents that's built upon this first law? Because if this one go, then all these other things just topple.
I don't think people think about it. They
And
so narrow minded. They're so single focused.
yeah, you right.
You know, a lot of motherfuckers out there, they really don't give a fuck. Like whatever, well, whatever happened when this get changed, oh well, or not even educated enough to realize something else is attached to it. You feel me? Like a lot of people don't do
Yes.
their, especially these days. A lot of people don't do their research. They just get on the hill like we gonna change this. Why?
And what
Because
killed
it need
me
to be
is
changed.
this ain't even shit that you learn in college. This shit that you learn in like your average high school social studies class. If you go to a decent high school, because like our high school wasn't like super duper. It was a regular high school in America. But it damn sure had them class. Like we had enough teachers that taught that the regular shit that we understood basic law. Oh, well, this is built on this. And if you have this thing, oh, these amendments make these laws possible. Okay, so these laws give these precedents like grounds to stand in the court. And then if you take it, like, okay, we get it. Like, yeah, it's like building blocks. It's like Jenga. You take all the foundational blocks away, well, that shit about to fall. Yeah. So, but yeah, you right. Yeah, that was my one. I do have a backup because I wasn't sure if y'all was going to accept that first one, but since y'all did, I guess
Okay.
that's cool. But my backup was just the Diddy trial, just because now powerful, nasty niggas gonna be emboldened, and they gonna be kind of like, oh yeah, we got a precedence now for getting off for our legal troubles if we just nasty. We just got to make sure the case is about these things. So get them to get a RICO, y'all.
Let's get extra
So I
nasty,
think
man.
that's the nasty part. Um, yeah.
We gotta keep baby oil somewhere in the house.
Ugh.
We got to make sure we got a room full of baby oil, just in case they bust in. They got to see
That's
this.
that is disgusting. A room full of baby oil is crazy anywhere in America.
Oh
And I don't
shit!
care what you're into. I don't care if you into baby oil. If you got a room full of it, something is wrong with your body. You
I
are
got
like soaking
shells
up. You are
in
soaking up
every
oils
corner,
and liquids
shells on
way
every
too fast.
wall.
Cause
Baby oil, as
a
far as the
room
eye can
full, my
see.
nigga. Look, a bottle will take care of like 7 bodies, and everybody is
We
slipping and
getting
sliding.
oily in this motherfucker.
You got a
We
room
getting
full.
real shiny.
How much slide night? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you ain't even about to line nothing up every time you get that shit lined up. Yeah. Whoop, whoop,
We making that human slip
whoop,
and slide on this motherfucker.
whoop. Everybody just sliding past each other.
Oh shit! This nigga was
No
making a human
alignment.
slip and slide.
Yeah. Yo, these niggas is nasty, man.
All y'all niggas lay side by side and
I
put your
mean
head
that.
on the slide down.
I mean this shit to the bottom of my heart. Like, these are some nasty Negroes, man. Like, what are we talking? Like, think about like
Oh,
the fact that you got to use imagination to fathom the shit that they was doing is crazy. Like a room full of baby oil, my nigga.
human slip and
And that,
slide,
and,
nigga.
and that wasn't really Diddy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but the fact that Face's brain went to that out of the conversation of a real life situation, like why is your brain even able to like fathom that? And it makes sense in the context of the conversation you're saying, and it's imaginary as fuck, but it sounds like, oh, that can go. That's
That
nuts.
shit would be
What
weird.
world do we live in right now?
What that like
Oh yeah, a room full of baby oil. Like, yo, a year ago, a room full of baby oil would have been like, what? What do you mean? What kind of
That's
nasty?
so
Yo,
crazy.
who are you? Oh,
Oh, you know,
you
big
mean that
stuff.
kitty
Okay.
shit? Like that shit is crazy.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
fact we had damn near the same phrase as we said, like that's crazy. Like this world is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say that
Ah.
this world is stupid, and I stand by that 100%. But yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments, man. What was y'all trial of the century? What did y'all get out of uh the world as y'all was growing up? What trials touched y'all the most? What trials made y'all feel like, hey man, this is life changing, this is earth shattering, this is monumental enough to I'm gonna remember this as I get old. Also, man, what did y'all think about Shannon Sharpe? Should he have been fired from ESPN? Should you messing with the work actually mess with your work? Speaking of which, what do y'all think about the young people's work ethic? Should like their work messing with the work and forgetting the work, and the work is not getting done, and then the people that do the work are left hanging in the balance. So, what do y'all think about that? And then also give us your top three podcast moments, and let me know if y'all saw when Joe Budden was podding against an invisible Roy and Mal. That's I've never seen a podcast with three people that was only one person. It was great. It's amazing. It's amazing. Pod of vision, television. I don't know what you call it, but it's a good watch. I think it's on YouTube. Go see it. Hey y'all. Yeah, that's all we got this week, man. We about this bitch. And while we out here, go and hit the like button if y'all here. That helps us out tremendously. It's a small button push for you. You ain't gotta do nothing but hit the button. But for us, it helps tremendously. It gets us out in the algorithm, allows other people to find us. Thank you so much for doing that. Go ahead and shake our hand as you come in. Appreciate you. How you doing? All right. Also, if you want to support financially, I got you. I ain't gonna even say nothing. I'm gonna just let it run while we talk to you about the other things that go on around here on our channel. But if you do want to support financially, go ahead and do what it said at the bottom. All right. Y'all see the bottom. Word.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Moving on. If you want to support financially, but hey, if I get my money somewhere, I want something back. Hey, how they do that shit?
Go to the damn stuff. RTradeClothing.com, 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 or go to Google, Google RTrade Clothing. Either way, you'll find the .com. Once you get there, you get an instant promo code at the top of the page. I mean, hey, who don't like saving money? But this place is the only place you can find any and the only Partners Podcast merchandise from head to toe. Hats, socks, shoes, jackets, pants. We got it all. Also, the only place you can find any AC83 merchandise. Face's personal clothing line, AC83. Check it out. Uh, yeah, RT Clothing. ARTRE Clothing.
100%. Y'all already know what it is, man. And hey, if y'all want to do any business, if y'all want to send us topics we should cover on the podcast, man, make sure y'all email us at thepodnaspodcast@gmail.com. That's THEPODNAS podcast@gmail.com. Appreciate y'all. And also, man, if y'all want to get in touch with us, y'all want to hit us up, y'all want to talk about it and rap about shit offline, y'all want to see the reels, stories, and other shit that we post, man, go to at the Podnas on all social media, at the Podnas on all social media, unless you are on Facebook, in which case it is Tiz Face Pat are the Podnas. That is TIZPHACEPATT are the Podnas. All right, and that's our name on Facebook. Everywhere else though is at the Podnas, at THEPODNAS. Holler at us, man. We'll get with y'all next week, man. Y'all have a blessed week, man. Shout out to Larry IRL. Always a blessing to see you, man. Long time no see, and a blessing to see you doing well right now. Shout out to Last Call, the brother from another mother, one of the other partners. Man, make sure y'all follow his podcast as well. You know what I'm saying? Go to Last Call. Y'all will probably find us over there anyway when you pull up. But yeah, man, we about this thing, man. Y'all have a blessed week. Hope everybody's doing well. And I hope y'all keep doing well, man. But in the meantime, in between time, we about this thing. Peace.